that stuff. You know, everybody's.
For the record, we're wearing suit and tie right now. Mm-hmm. All of us.
Well, I'll put the picture up.
Well, just back to the I don't even know where we're at right now.
Being professional.
The professional thing. The professional
Shout out to
thing.
Ant.
We are a nonprofit organization, and whether we like to think of it this way or not, we are still a business. You know, the IRS sees us as a business. The government sees us as a business. So we have to, behind the scenes, operate like a business. Now, you know, yeah, you say shout out to Ant. Ant put it perfectly. He said we can be the dreamers. We can be the ones that make the show, you know, happen. And he's going to be the one behind the scenes helping to keep our feet on the ground, helping to make sure we budget our money right, make sure we talk to the right people, get the right permits and stuff like that, which we need from multiple different facets of the organization. Grant writing, finances, thank you letters, donor retention, all that, you know, good stuff. So
we've done good now for what we have, but we definitely need those types of people.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Amber and Jenna.
Yeah, we're scratching at the ceiling to get to the next level.
Do you feel like where you're at now?
You can say we. It's okay.
We.
Yeah, you're a part
You're
of
part
it.
of the team. You've sponsored more events than anyone else has.
All right. So, do you feel like where we're at now is because we're degenerate do-gooders, or just a little bit of professionally unprofessional? That being unprofessional is keeping us out of certain criteria that needs to be met for like big donors, or to have people attached to the Block Gives Back name.
I don't even think so no more. I think that people look at us, they see what we do, and they appreciate it. And because we're authentically us, I don't think that's keeping us out of the room. I think that's actually allowing us to get into more rooms.
Shout out to K-Love.
Exactly. I think our unprofessionalism is actually, you know, doing wonders. It's telling people we're real. We have the numbers to back it. We have, you know, the pictures, the videos, everything to back our actions. It's putting those videos and pictures and our unprofessionalism into words that we can send to the CEO of a business that just wants to know why he should give us, you know, $10,000 or
because he should,
stuff like that. It's keeping proper track. It's literally so small, like just using Microsoft Excel and tracking our numbers, our donors, our volunteers the correct way.
And transitioning things that are convenient to us on paper to actually documenting them, creating data, so we can back up everything and have numbers to show these people.
So, as far as a successful event, what meets the criteria of a successful event?
How long we stay after. So there's some events where we were probably tired out and we're like, yo, I kind of hate you guys, can't wait to leave, go home. But then again, there are events like Saturday where we'll stay till whatever time we left. I don't even know what time. And multiple people stayed, and we ordered cheesesteaks for everyone, and you know we're eating and drinking. So like that, in my mind, is what separates, you know, just an event or a good give back from one that we actually enjoyed and was a complete success.
And to build on that, it's as like what we do that day, as in the five of us. Like if we have to do most of the stuff that day and be running around looking like chickens with our heads cut off, we did not pull off a successful event. Because we should like have the culture that our volunteers can just like boom, we would just point the finger like, yo, go that way, just like Saturday. So if we have to start doing most of the stuff, like if it's us out there like getting our hands super dirty, like we get our hands dirty as it is, but if it's us doing the extra stuff, then I don't feel like that event was successful to us.
What number on a scale of your favorite events would this fall under? As far as successful, fun?
8.
Do fundraisers count as well?
We never give them 10,
an
so
event,
8.
Right? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think I've been around for a fundraiser.
This is top 5.
There are events now. It's fundraisers.
Successful, I think this was a 9.
8,
to be honest.
8.5.
Wait, no, I think he's saying like in general, like of just all of them added up, not like a rating of it, right? You're saying like.
Well, I guess you can do. I got his rating
10
as being a 9.
No, 1 to 10.
Right,
this event, 1 to 10. This event was for me was a 9. We didn't give out 1,000 bags, but we're going to give out 1,000 bags. That's not the hard part. When I can go into an event and not have to micromanage every aspect of the event or the majority aspects of the event, it's a successful event. When volunteers can easily, when we set a plan out for the volunteers, say, hey, this is what we need you to do, this is what we need you to do, and this is what we need you to do, and they do it, and it's perfect, and they work amongst themselves, that to me is a major success. Like I said, coronavirus posed a lot of issues with the people congregating in one area, socially distancing. We came up with the plan of staggering the tables. Worked perfectly. People were flowing. Everything was flowing. It was just a well-oiled machine.
Speaking of coronavirus, last time we had you guys on the podcast, or just specifically Hakeem and Tommy, was the Peace and Play event. And you guys had all these events planned out for the year, and everything had to just get scrapped because everybody had a social distance, the lockdown. Who came up with the idea to just feed the block and do it consecutively every single Saturday?
Roush Man.
That guy.
Machine Gun Maso.
Oh, there's your AKA.
Oh, there it is.
Can we speak like that in 2020? Machine Gun Maso?
Well, I mean, if you're depends on what state you're in.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was
all
me.
the good you do counteract the bad stuff. So
How does what?
All the good you do counteract the bad stuff.
Right, people
What
don't
did
even
you
notice.
hear?
Give or take.
He heard abagoodoo.
Yeah.
is that what I said?
The weekly feed the block was my idea. It took a little convincing, but it's been perfect ever since. 21 weeks in, we have 2,670 platters served.
Not even including the people we fed last week.
I was going to say that's
It's not including.
You can add another 200-300 in there.
Wait, that's not
Easily.
last week?
It's not including
It's not
hot dogs and
including last
cheeseburgers.
Hold on.
So really, we did 23 weeks because one of them is somehow missing, and that total number is just getting added to by the kids we didn't even count giving hot dogs and burgers. So,
Either way,
and we still have a lot more of that.
Yo, food went out.
we're a lot of weeks in. We're a lot of food out, and the event's been very successful.
who is giving you a little bit of pushback for the feed the block?
The guy,
Can we point him?
guy to the right of me.
Can we point at him?
Mr.
There's no
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not to the right of you.
I
That's
thought you were
John.
the dreamer.
Yo, you don't know how.
Yeah.
You
Did I
don't know
say
your
right or
left.
left?
You said it
Like-
right.
Did I say right?
Yeah.
You
To
said
the
right.
left. My bad.
Yeah,
How are you a carpenter?
I don't know.
I didn't think it would work, and now when you fast forward 20 whatever weeks later, like not only is Feed the Block something people look forward to in Tacony, at 6831 Torresdale, they come here and at 3:00 expecting a meal and a little fun, but the community needed what we just did with the school bag drive. Even if we didn't have a school bag drive, they would have loved to come by and just see all these people. There were dogs coming by. There's all sorts of love, and like the community really needed something to rely on. So we gave them the food in their time of food shortages. Because thank you. Whereas when we first started, Tom was once saying Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays the city is putting out people at rec centers and libraries to give out food, but no one's doing home cooked meals and no one's taking care of the weekends. So that's where we jumped in on weekends to make sure Saturdays in Tacony people had a resource, an outlet to go to. And so we cater to one problem, but it's like you say about the less fortunate people downtown. These people still got to have a chance to put their guard down. They're always probably hustling to get by, or fending for themselves to find some food for their family, whatever the case may be. Some may not even struggle at all. But giving them an opportunity for even the grab and go situation, it was quick, but they seemed fun. Everyone that came by had a smile. Everyone was impressed by what we had to give them, so that was huge for them.
You know what I like about this event that I never said before is it puts the pride issue away. Because growing up, I would never have asked anybody for food or anything. I would just find my own way to get it. You know what I mean? And then we see people here who may, like you said, they may be struggling, they may not be struggling, but the ones that are, and there's pride in everybody, especially when you had a job and then you lose it.
And there's no vetting. You guys aren't turning people away. You're not let me see a pay stub or
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Big props to our organization and our volunteers, because we'll literally put a platter of pasta into a Mercedes-Benz, or if you're walking up to the table begging for food. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how much money you have, where we think you're from, what kind of job we think you have. It doesn't matter. We've given food to people actively working.
Shout out to SEPTA.
Sanitation workers, SEPTA workers, the mail carrier. We've given people that obviously have funds.
I remember when I showed up on Saturday, super early in the morning. Remember we were sweeping outside,
yep,
and I
you were
told
telling
you.
me.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I thought
Sorry.
you were
You were telling me. I forget the exact words.
So this lady was walking by, and she literally, I overheard her while I was sweeping say, yo, every Saturday they give out food, and I remember not knowing where my next meal was going to come from.
I ain't
Which
even,
was awesome.
you ain't
Yeah.
tell me.
Goosebumps.
Cool.
That goes back to the Instagram post.
Uh-huh.
The guy posted a picture with
He's
him
in
and
a
the
hard
platter,
time.
talking about same exact thing. He didn't know where his next meal was coming from, and he said these guys served us, or you remember what exactly what he said?
It was something along the lines. It was very short, but if I'm also not mistaken, the same day he wrote that as a comment, I think he donated money to us too.
Yeah.
So it's like these people, once they get back on their feet, they've been able to come around and say, I appreciate what you did, as well as those like the mail carrier that we served at one time brought in a $100 donation and didn't expect anything in return. So it's like, while we may be taking care of people who aren't in need, they embrace the fact that we're acknowledging them, and maybe that the fact that they're having a rough day, or whatever could be going on in their life, and they want to put back that same good into us. So, and we've been seeing that by the flock. People are driving by. We don't even have advertisements out there for the school bag drive, but in the weeks leading up to it, they're bringing a bunch of supplies. They're just handing supplies out the window of the car. They're not even, walking up with it. They're just like, hey, I'm so used to you coming out to me with a platter already. Here's something for you.
Yeah, I was going to say, on top of the platters that you guys donate, you guys also donate bread. You also donate
shout out to our bread
produce
plug.
boxes.
Huge bread plug.
The bagel plug, New York bagel
shared
plug.
access. Shared access, too.
Yeah, shared access.
We have so many different connections and so many things we're able to give away. Like, we've been offering the census worked with us for a while to, give out information, as well as to, what would you call it, conduct the test.
The
survey, yeah. They've been doing it here at the shop, so people have been able to, that's good for the neighborhood right there. Just being able to try to get more attention and funds to our neighborhoods in the future. And so on, with all the different connections we have, we're able to distribute things for other people. They may not have the time to put these goods out, but they have the access to them, and they come through, like Angelo's Pizza. They were able to do a huge give back where we were able to reach 239 different people without even counting the platters that we were literally just taking up the car windows and saying, here, grab, several.
Yeah, this Feed the Block event turned into something, way bigger than we thought it was going to be. We were planning 100 meals every week for 2-3 months. Now it's 100+ meals. If we do anything lower than 125 meals, we're not satisfied.
Or it was a rainy day.
We've given out over hundreds of pounds. I would say over 1,000 pounds of groceries. Easily over 2,500 loaves of bread. Probably,
I think more, actually.
I would say about 300 to 400 pounds of candy as well. People get these meals, and then we're giving out bags of candy as well. It's like, why can't they have treats? Why can't these kids also have a treat? People come back, they were very happy to get, candy.
Definitely. And shout out to the people that have donated desserts in those times. We had some people make cheesecakes. We had people make cornbread. We had people make flan. We had cookies and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely it's more than just us.
And it changes it up, because not every Saturday people,
they might get tired of it.
Yeah, they might get tired.
Yeah,
even though they appreciate it, they're not like, I don't feel like pasta today. But
except for Tommy, he'll never get tired of pasta.
Never.
It's true.
What's gonna happen when all this is over?
Helicopter.
And
sun bounces.
And life gets back to normal. Are people?
Is there a normal?
It probably will. I mean, there'll be a new normal. It probably will be.
But that's why we're here.
different,
This is our new normal.
Right.
We went from doing Feed the Block once a month.
Even after all this is
I
done?
feel like as long as we're able to do it.
If we have the capabilities to do it. And we have volunteers now that
we won't be here.
There doesn't need to be there doesn't need to be the 5 of us here. Maybe 1 or 2 of us here Saturday, and our volunteers are so not only loyal, but they're just so familiar with the event to where they run it their way.
But we're gonna be here because we got FOMO.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's exactly it. And we coordinate. And people look to us for the assurance of things. Be like, hey, should I do this? It's like, we might look at them and be like, duh. Like, yes, do that. But it's like they know that we've tried and true this process, not only all these weeks in a row, but we've been doing this for 5 years, and people trust what we do and say. So they're still kind of looking to us to where it's like, yeah, you know how to do it, but you just want to confirm that this is the way we would do it, which is the ultimate respect.
Yeah. I got to give you guys a big props, because doing this every single Saturday, and not only are you giving out meals, but some people like Kev said are scared to come up, or at one point they had that pride where I'm not gonna beg or ask for something, but you guys are like in the streets, literally in the streets, screaming and yelling, holding up signs, bringing that energy to tell people, yo, it's cool, this is a safe place to come, we're not gonna turn you away. It's no reason to feel any type of way to come and get a meal. and it just gets the whole
exactly.
community involved.
And every week we have 30, 35 people that are regulars that they need this food.